domoro kadiyata
boy janno sikes restaurant
sa nakko be ninna dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fofe ndil lon dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domolo jandama
e sa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandi
oto sa nakko be mu sikes restaurant
dafa nan janno mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
I get it. Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. Cosa? Nsila ID soto.
Ha, sa soto. Sorry. I get it.
Bijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Ah,
mbale mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Ah, janno mi yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Ha. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato nim fo bolong labe to.
56 branches mola sota Gambia jang.
Ha?
Ha. Gambia kono anin Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kono kiya bele. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Janno number 1 di nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wala nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi manin domorol ni fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Ha e wo moyo diat ha.
Apelenta
ni ma lafta nyelen kendol e binaji.
Yalo bukani la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you're applying for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
yara ñilla domoro ka diata
boy janno sikes restaurant
e sa nakko be ni na dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalel badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendil lo dunya kono domoro betama ñillom international o tewoda number 1
amanke ba domoro jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandi
e oto sa nakko be mu CK's restaurant
dafa nan janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's Restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you?
PM. Sunday ñu ibile 9:30 AM to 4:30 PM. Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul ta Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog Africell wante waa Central Butcher dañ leen ibil makkaan gu bees Central Butcher nekk sa Sky Blue Plaza jàndandoo Xéewal supermarket Central Butcher ca Bijilo lu bees dàqal gaañ kon yéen ñi may déglu doxantu leen fa amal nañ leen mincemeat brisket Osobuco Obama, T-bone steak, beef steak, round steak, entrecôte, lamb goat, lamb chops, liver, shawarma meat, yamuñu ca amal nañ leen cow foot amal leen laxas amal leen nag lii di filet baykat gu bees tàqal gaañi pour yéen customers yi doxantu leen fa gaaw dinañ ibi from Monday to Sunday 7 days of the week Monday to Saturday nag ñu fas yéene ibi 9 AM to 8 PM Sunday ñu ibi leen 9:30 AM to 4:30 PM Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul ta Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog Africell wante waa Central Butcher dañ leen ibil makkaan gu bees Central Butcher nekk sa Sky Blue Plaza jàndandoo Xéewal supermarket Central Butcher ca Bijilo lu bees dàqal gaañ kon yéen ñi may déglu doxantu leen fa amal nañ leen mincemeat brisket Ozobuco Obama, T-bone steak, beef steak, round steak, entrecôte, lamb goat, lamb chops, liba, shawarma meat, yamuñu ca amal nañ leen kaw foot, amal leen laxas, amal leen nag lii di filet baykat gu bees tàqale gaañ pour yéen customers yi doxantu leen fa gaaw dinañ ibi from Monday to Sunday 7 days of the week. Monday to Saturday nag ñu fas yéene ibi 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday ñu ibi leen 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul te Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog After wante waa Central Butcher dañ leen ibil makkaan gu bees Central Butcher nekk sa Sky Blue Plaza jàndandoo Xéewal supermarket Central Butcher ca Bijilo lu bees dàqal gaañ kon yéen ñi may déglu doxantu leen fa amal nañ leen mincemeat brisket Ozobuco Obama, T-bone steak, beef steak, round steak, entrecôte, lamb goat, lamb chops, liba, shawarma meat, yamuñu ca amal nañ leen kaw foot, amal leen laxas, amal leen nag lii di filet baykat gu bees tàqale gaañ pour yéen customers yi doxantu leen fa gaaw dinañ ibi from Monday to Sunday 7 days of the week. Monday to Saturday nag ñu fas yéene ibi 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday ñu ibi leen 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul te Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog After wante waa Central Butcher dañ leen ibil makkaan gu bees Central Butcher nekk sa Sky Blue Plaza jàndandoo Xéewal supermarket Central Butcher ca Bijilo lu bees dàqal gaañ kon yéen ñi may déglu doxantu leen fa amal nañ leen mincemeat brisket Ozobuco Obama, T-bone steak, beef steak, round steak, entrecôte, lamb goat, lamb chops, liba, shawarma meat, yamuñu ca amal nañ leen kaw foot, amal leen laxas, amal leen nag lii di filet baykat gu bees tàqale gaañ pour yéen customers yi doxantu leen fa gaaw dinañ ibi from Monday to Sunday 7 days of the week. Monday to Saturday nag ñu fas yéene ibi 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday ñu ibi leen 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul te Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog After wante waa Central Butcher dañ leen ibil makkaan gu bees Central Butcher nekk sa Sky Blue Plaza jàndandoo Xéewal supermarket Central Butcher ca Bijilo lu bees dàqal gaañ kon yéen ñi may déglu doxantu leen fa amal nañ leen mincemeat brisket Ozobuco Obama, T-bone steak, beef steak, round steak, entrecôte, lamb goat, lamb chops, liba, shawarma meat, yamuñu ca amal nañ leen kaw foot, amal leen laxas, amal leen nag lii di filet baykat gu bees dàqal gaañ pour yéen customers yi doxantu leen fa gaaw dinañ ibi from Monday to Sunday 7 days of the week. Monday to Saturday nag ñu fas yéene ibi 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday ñu ibi leen 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Butcher seen dawal halal la nagu réew mi xaru réew mi la ñuy jël daal di leen koy defaral ba mu baax pour yéen askan wi Central Butcher daw leen gaaw wuti leen daw leen gaaw seeti leen Central Butcher ca Bijilo mën nga leen woo ci 303 8761 303 8761 wala boog 258 9583 kon gaañ daw leen gaaw léegi-léegi Central Butcher foofu kese la. dëgg bëgg am ndawal gu sell ndawal gu set ndawal goo xam ni alal dong lay doon doxantul te Central Butcher am nañu ñaari makkaan ña nga ca Kerr avenue jàkkaarloog After wante waa Central Butcher.
We are ready to proceed. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Council.
Welcome back. Yes. So before the break, we were talking about you being at the airport in Bissau, waiting.
Bala ñu dem break ñu doon di waxtaanee mbir bu nga nekkoon Bissau ca airport ba di xaar flight bi di.
That's correct, Council.
And thinking about the possibility or the consequences of being caught.
doon di xalaat ne lii la waroon a dal suñ la jàppee wala mun naa am ñu jàppala yam doon di xalaat loolu naka la waroon a mel.
That's correct. And how you eventually boarded the flight and arrived in Dakar.
ci gannaaw loolu naka nga demee ba dugg si plane bi ba nga ñëw ba egga Dakar.
Sure. And you told us that you later learned about what was planned for you.
gannaaw loolu wax nga ñu ci mujjee bi dégg nga liñ la fexeeloon pour suñ la jàppee lan lañ la waroon a def.
Liñ la naraloon.
liñ la naraloon waaw.
Yes, sir. And that you would be arrested, bundled and put in a sack and be thrown behind an SUV and drove all the way to Banjul.
mooy woon suñ la jàppoon dañ laa dugal ci saaku takala def la si gannaaw moto yu xamee soof SUV ba pare ñu dawal moto bi ba Banjul isla ba Banjul.
And in the unfortunate event that you lost your life,
te loolu mun naa tax nga ñàkk sa bakkan.
Sure. You may be taken and dished out as food to the crocodiles in Kanilai.
te mun nañ laa yóbbu jël sa yàppa jox ko jësit ya nekkoon Kanilai.
Certainly. That's how as far as we went in your testimony, correct?
ba foofu lañ dem ba foofu lañ em ci sa waxtaan bi nga joxee sa seede.
That's accurate, Council. And this is just a summary of what you said so far.
ci gàttal rek lii mooy la nga waxoon ba fi mu toll nii.
Certainly, yes. And now let's move very quickly on the remaining issues. What happened after that while you were at Dakar Airport?
léegi nañ ngaawal mbir mi bi nga eggee Dakar ci airport bi foofu loolu léegi lana xew ci airport bi.
I boarded the flight, the Air Senegal flight from Bissau to Dakar.
dama dugg ci aéroplane Air Senegal bàyyi ko Bissau ñëw Dakar.
And if I recall correctly,
so su ma ko fàttale ko bu baax.
that flight was the second flight for the day for Air Senegal.
boobu mooy woon ñaareel aéroplane boo xam ne moo bàyyi ko Bissau pour ñëw Sénégal.
So when I disembarked at the airport,
ba ma wàccee ci airport bi.
at Leopold Sédar Senghor Airport,
airport bi ñu nga wax Leopold Sédar Senghor Airport.
I stood outside.
ma taxaw ci biti.
My garment bag.
man maa suma baag bi am suma yére yi.
So I was thinking, what is next for me?
maa doon xalaat nag léegi lu ci toppa.
Where am I going?
fan laay dem.
I cannot go back home to the Gambia
du ma delluwaat Gambia.
because of the problem that is there.
ndaxte jafe-jafe ba fa nekk.
And I've seen those who I think they were there for me.
te gis naa ñi nga xam ne foog naa ne man maa leen fa tax a dem.
They were there to get me.
dañ fa demoon pour yóbbu ma.
So now I'm here at Dakar.
léegi maa ngi nii nag egsi Dakar.
It's almost getting to maybe 5 o'clock or 6 p.m. or something like that.
boobu ngoon jot na diggante juróom waxtu ba juróom benn waxtu mu ngi doon waaj a leen dem.
So I'm the only place that I used to go in Dakar. I know for some reason I cannot go there anymore.
te fi ma daan faral di dem Dakar xam naa ne mënatuma faa dem.
Because my office people, they know that I normally pass there.
di te suma waa office xam nañ ne foofu laa dee faral di dem.
So logically, I don't feel comfortable going there.
na ci xalaat daal ma xalaat ne bon foofu óorut pour ma dem.
So let's say no go area for me.
bon foofu nag moom bokkut ci fi ma dem.
And I don't know anybody in Dakar.
te xamatuma kenn Dakar.
And the only money I have in my pocket at the time
te jamono boobu xaalis bi ma amee rek ci suma poos.
was only close to, I guess, 20,000 CFA francs.
te loolu mu ngi egg rek ci ñaar fukki junne CFA francs.
That cannot take care of you.
loolu mënuma toppatoo.
In a hotel for a time, or
na nekk ci hotel.
Economically, it's not going to work.
loolu daal du doon dox pour man.
So I'm there standing.
léegi nag ma taxaw foofu.
It's getting dark.
mu ngi leen dem.
I began to pray to God once more.
ma dooraat nag di ñaan ci yàlla.
Let him take me out of this predicament.
na ma yàlla génne ci njaxare boobu.
He's the only one who, brought this to me.
moom rek moo ma ko indil.
And he can take it out of me.
moom it moo ko mun a génne moo ma ko mun a teggil.
So once I
ba ma fa taxawee.
was there for a long time.
taxaw naa fa lu yàgg.
Until that plane, I guess, went back to Bissau.
ba plane bu foog naa delluwaat Bissau.
Come back.
ñëwaat.
Until very late.
ci guddi.
When the final flight came,
ba plane bu mujj bi ñëwee.
one Senegalese, how to call it, participant to the program in Bissau.
kenn si ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi bàyyeekoon Sénégal dem teewoon ci programme boobu ma demoon Bissau.
He was there with me.
moo man ñoo fa nekkoon.
And we have been talking and chatting.
te ñu ngi doon waxtaan.
We had a very nice relationship there.
amoon na jokkoo bu ratax bu doxoon
So
sama
he
diggante.
came and found me at the airport there.
mu ñëw fekk ma ci airport bi ma taxaw.
And said, hey, Mr. Deen.
mu ne Monsieur Deen.
Why are you here?
lu tax nga nekk fii.
I told me you are at the reunion, at the meeting.
maa ngi foogoon ne yaa nga des gannaaw ca meeting ba.
I said, no, Mr. His name is, his last name I know it was Dabo.
ma ne ko déedéet mu ngi sant Daabo.
I told him that, no, my whole world has just been turned upside down.
ma ne ko man nag suma àddina yépp a ëlbatiku.
I cannot continue to stay at the meeting.
du ma mun a toog ca meeting ba.
I just have to get out of there completely.
foog ma gaaw génn fa.
I explained to him
In
what
essence, you explained the story to him.
waaw.
ci lu gàtt rek nga nettali ko li xew.
Yes, I give him a summary of what happened to me.
xaaral ma tënkal la li ma dal.
So then he went to me,
ba ma ko waxalee nag mu dal di ma yërëm.
said that if this is your condition,
su fekkee ne yow ci anam yi nga toll.
my driver is coming to pick me up.
suma driver baa ngee ñëw pour jël ma.
I can offer you
mun naa la
to stay in my house
yóbbu nga dëkk ci man.
for the night.
tey ci guddi.
And then when you wake up in the morning,
soo eewoo suba.
decide what to do.
nga xalaat loo yoo def nag.
Was that done?
Yes.
waaw.
And the next, you went with him to his house.
Yes, we went- Yes, Council. We arrived in his house,
waaw bañ eggee këram.
and his wife, allowed me to take shower
soxnaam dal di ma jox ma sangu.
and gave me food to eat.
jox ma ma lekka.
I could recall I just took one spoon.
maa ngi fàttaliku benn kuddu rek laa
The
jël.
second one, it couldn't go in.
ñaareel ba munta egga.
Told me, Mr. Deen, you cannot eat this small plate.
mu ne Monsieur Deen palaat bu ndaw bi mënoo koo jeexal.
I cannot eat.
mënu ma woon a lekka.
My stomach
suma biir bi.
half dead.
dafa dee.
I can't eat anything.
mënu maa lekka dara.
Yes, I'm thinking of something
maa ngi doon xalaat.
much more bigger than eating food.
lu gën a rëy lekka.
But in any case, you spend the night there, correct?
Yes.
And the next day, you had to move.
Yes. Yes, because the gesture was just for the night.
waaw ndaxte borom bi maa yóbbu daf ma ne guddi gi rek laa faa fanaan.
So in the morning,
ca suba sa.
I decided to call Banjo.
ma téléphone Banjul.
At that time, there was some, these telephone booths. You can pay money.
da ngaa dugal xaalis.
Just call.
Telecenters, they call them.
Telecenter.
télécentre yi.
Yeah, the guy was staying in how to call it? Sacré-Cœur. Sacré-Cœur, yeah, Sacré-Cœur.
mu nga nekkoon fu ñoo wax Sacré-Cœur.
That's where the guy lived.
foofu la dikkoon.
So I went outside,
génn ci mbedda bi.
went to those booths, phone booths.
ma dem ci téléphone but yi.
So I wanted to talk to my wife,
dama bëggoon a wax suma jabar.
because at the time I have two wives.
ñaari jabar laa amoon.
The elder wife,
suma jabar bu mag bi.
I left her in the US.
mu ngi nekkoon America.
Since the time I was doing my program in my
te jamono ba ma fa doon jàngee.
he was staying in Georgia.
mu ngi dëkkoon Georgia.
He was on the verge of coming back.
waaye mu ngi doon waaj a ñibbisi.
I left my second wife
suma ñaareeli soxna.
in Gambia,
maa ngi ko bàyyi Gambia.
precise in Bundung.
Bundung.
So I wanted to talk to them.
ma bëggoon a wax a ñoom.
So I realized that if I talk to my wife directly,
ma xalaat ne su ma waxee moom rek ci téléphone am ba.
knowing full well
ma xam ne.
that the SIM card in her phone
SIM card bi ci téléphone am.
was registered in my name,
suma tur lañ ko binda.
it could be dangerous.
mun naa nekk lu
There's a possibility that the NIA might tap that phone,
mun naa am NIA yi dinañ taab téléphone.
listen to our
di
conversation,
déglu li ñoo wax.
and she could be in trouble.
te mun naa am indil ko jafe-jafe.
In that event,
ci kaw loolu.
I talked to my wife
ma wax suma jabar.
through a third party.
ci beneen téléphone.
Ask that party
wax kooku ne.
hand over the phone
joxal téléphone bi.
to my wife
suma jabar.
so we can talk.
ndax ñu mun a wax.
Did you have a conversation?
Yes, we did.
waaw wax naa moom.
So when I spoke to my wife,
ma waxee suma jabar.
they were over relieved.
ci la seen xel dal.
because they were worried about my condition.
ndaxte ñoom si seen bopp sax jaaxle woon nañ ci suma mbir.
Because they have made every effort.
ndaxte def nañ lu nekk.
Even contact the place that I normally pass by in Dakar.
jokkoo nañ sax ak ñi nga xam ne fa laa def.
Find out whether I am there.
seet ndax maa
my return leg.
ba maa wàññeeku.
Yes, so and secondly, they were trying to avoid
ñu ngi doon fexe.
me coming to the Gambia unknowingly and run into this huge trouble that is waiting for me. Yes, Council.
And did you make any decisions during that conversation with your wife?
Yes. Yes, Council. I appreciate this question. Because when I was leaving to Bissau, from my per diem that was paid to me, I just left some money for my wife just to cover the days that I'll be away. With the intention that I am coming back. And I knew right now, where I'm standing, I'm not coming back anytime soon. So where are they going to get money to survive? Because the days that I gave him money to, it's going to get past. My responsibility to take care of her economically. And the kids. In that event, I told her that so long as I've parked a Mitsubishi L300 taxi van at my compound alongside a Lexus sports car, which is a luxury car that I bought in the US when I was there working and hustling. I bought it to this country. Those two cars were parked in my residence at Kerr. When I was traveling out of the country, I asked my half-brother, Jibu Sidibe, to come and wait for me in the house for the time I'll be away. Whilst my wife go back to Bundung, in their own compound, wait for me. So I knew that they will need money. I know the van is parked there. So I told my wife, you know I can't come back. I know your money will be finished. So what you're going to do now, call my half-brother Jibu Sidibe at the compound. And make sure you guys make all the necessary arrangements. Get that van, which is a van, 11 passenger, on the road. Start, doing some commercial work. And those proceeds, you can utilize it for your survival until I get out of my predicament. Yes, Council.
And what happened after that?
So when I told my wife to do this, to call my half-brother, to relay this message, I told her that I'll call back later to find out the situation. Yes, Council.
Do you know whether your wife spoke to your half-brother? Yes, I called back my wife, and she told me that she spoke to my half-brother. Yes, after they spoke, instantly, going to her, as soon as they stopped, instantly, my wife hung up her phone. The NIA called my brother. Immediately, we are the NIA. We are coming there to the compound to get those vehicles. Get them. Yes.
Wow.
Did they tell them, from what you know, did they tell them the authority to take those vehicles?
They indicated that they were from the NIA. That's number one. Number two, my other half-brother there was an NIA officer who was stationed at my house who was watching.
NIA bo xamne ndeke mu ñu ko tek suma kër pour muy
watch whether I'll come in.
Ndax dina ñëw dugga fa.
He'll get me arrested.
Ndax ñu jappama.
So my half brother knew that person.
Te suma mbokk mu xamna ko.
It was that person who asked my brother his phone number.
Koku moko laaj téléphone number.
And I'm sure that was when they tapped my half brother's phone number.
Te xamna ne ci lañ tap téléphone.
And my wife called my brother.
So
her phone was also contaminated.
So
my brother knew vividly that these are the NIA. They came for this vehicle. And they identified themselves as the NIA. They had to get the vehicle.
Did they take the vehicles?
Yeah, according to my brother, when they came to the compound, they asked him for the keys. Yes, so my brother complied. But under duress. It was not in his liking. But he gave them the keys. So as for the Lexus, they took the key, put it in the ignition, turn it on, the car won't turn. Because the vehicle is a computerized vehicle. You have to do something before it starts. Not merely putting the key there. So they didn't know. So they called my brother, help us put this car on. And they were mad. And that was when my brother showed them what to do, get the car on. Because the never put in the ignition on, it's not going to start. It was a very expensive vehicle.
But in the end, they took away the two vehicles.
Yes. Yes, they took away these two vehicles.
Just a question. Okay. Did your brother tell you whether they showed him a warrant to take away those vehicles?
Sir brother, wax na la ne gaay dañ ñew ay kayit wala ak kayit bo xamne mom lañu oyé warant pour ñu mëna jël moto yi.
No, they didn't show him anything.
Dedet wonuñ ko dara.
And what happened afterwards?
Gannaaw lolu la na xew.
Going to my brother, even I think he also mentioned to me that they even asked him what was in my garage.
Asuma brother tam foog na wax na ne laaj nañ ko sax la na nek suma garage.
At that time, I got all my furniture, TVs, and everything from America that I packed in there. So my brother, being so smart, told them, hey, there's nothing here. And they walk away. So they left and went with the two cars.
And you remained in Dakar? For how long?
I was there for almost 32 months.
In the end, what happened?
Once I was in Dakar, I have to try and get protection from the government of Senegal. So I started with going to an NGO organization that was responsible for asylum seekers. And it was headed by one Madam Rohia Ann. So I went there. Filled the applications, signed it. They investigated my situation. And it was approved. Sent to the Minister of Interior. Minister of Interior also looked into it, investigated, and then okayed it. And there was a presidential decree that was also given to them, authorizing them to go ahead with the protection. So why? Okay, go ahead. So whilst got all these papers, I've been protected by the Senegalese government to stay there. As somebody who needs assistance for political reasons. I once went back to that office, that NGO office, to follow up on some certain official matters. So when I came there, the security guard told me that, Mr. Deen, because we knew each other, he knows my case, I've explained everything to him. He was so sympathetic to me. He told me, Mr. Deen, just moments ago, there was an entourage, some military personnel that came to the office to see Madam. Which is Madam Ann, the head. Okay, but the head was, he told me it was the Chef Major Army Gambi, Tamba. So he said that when Tamba came, that he want to see the boss, Madam Ann. Do you have appointment? And then, no, he asked with Tamba, when do you have appointment? Okay, for some reason, the guard went inside and tell Madam Ann who was looking for her. I think Madam Ann gave the approval. And the security officer escorted Tamba to the office. Yes. This Tamba, do you know him? Tamba Mumu, no, I don't know him.
Do you know who was being referred to?
Because he said Chef Major Army Gambi. So I infer is the head of the military in the Gambia. His last name is Tamba.
So from that, did you conclude who was being referred to?
Yes, in that case. Yes, in that case,
in your conclusion, who do you think was being referred to?
Lang Tombong Tamba.
And what were you told he did?
According to the security guard, I think he overheard their discussion between Tamba and Madam Ann. According to what the security guard gathered from the discussion, Tamba's mission was to find out from Madam Ann the list of Gambians who are there, because they are the one giving them asylum or whatever. He need to know the list. Because these are people who ran away from the Gambia, did something bad or whatever to Yaya Jammeh. So I guess they want to get them.
Were they successful in their request?
No, cancel, because he cannot be successful. In a sense that NGO, they are there to protect, help people who are running away from injustices, human rights violations. How can they contradict themselves? So he was not successful.
And in the end, your protection in Senegal, did it result into anything else?
Yes, I was there for almost 32 months. And it was very difficult. Very, very difficult. But in the end, Allah helped me. I got repatriated to the US by the US government. But whilst in Dakar, with my it was a living hell. So, because why I said that, not only difficult economic circumstances that I endured, but that my life has been turned upside down. And I was living in a state of fear, cancel. Every time I was watching back.
Saa yu nekk rek maa ngi xalaat li xew suma gannaaw.
Emotionally.
Ci suma wàlli xalaat.
Health-wise.
Ci suma wérgu yaram.
That was torturing.
Loolu dafa mel ni mbugal la.
Especially
rawatina.
when I received this information from that security guard.
Rawatina ba ma jotee xibaar bii ci loxo kooku security guard.
That Major Army Gambi was here.
Ne njiiti soldaari Gambi mu ngi fi woon.
And eventually.
Te gannaaw bi.
It caused me to move.
Tax na ba ma toxu.
From where I was initially staying.
Fa ma njëkkoon a dëkka.
In a place called Charoy Gar.
Fu ñoo wax Charoy Gar.
A distance place.
Ma dem feneen fu sori.
Called Kerr.
Fu ñoo tuddee Kerr.
It was difficult.
Metti woon na.
I live in a very, very difficult area. But thanks to Allah, I'm here to tell my story. Because there are people, they have endured so much pain. It's worst. It's worst. So mine is not that, I mean, difficult compared to others. But still, it's difficult for me.
Did you subsequently come to learn about what happened with regards to your two vehicles?
Like I said, if you recall in my testimony in the morning, when the government of Yahya Jammeh failed, and in 2017, I had the opportunity to come back to the Gambia to lay the groundwork for my final return. I wrote a letter to the new elected president who raised 3 issues with him, seeking his intervention with a view to remedying those situations. Number 1 was to be reinstated. Number 2, to look into the affairs of my 2 vehicles so that it will be resolved. And number 3, I was allocated land by government at Bijulu Layout. It was fenced. It was leased. All the dues owed to government has been paid. And the foundation was dug for a story building. And all of a sudden, in my absence, it miraculously happened that somebody who knew me, we were all colleagues within the Quadrangle area, decided to secure a lease on top of my lease. So that was really disturbing to me. So I raised these 3 issues to the president. But coming back to your question, when I raised this issue with the president in terms of the vehicle, at the time the Secretary General was Dawda Fadera. So when I'm sure it was maybe the letter was minuted back to Fadera as Secretary General.
Chief Secretary General Fadera.
The President. And Dawda Fadera, I believe. Also maybe give instruction to one Mohamed Kante. He was the Director of Internal Intelligence at the State House at the time.
Director of the Intelligence Agency.
For Mohamed Kante to write to the Director General SIS.
For Mohamed Kante being the Director General of SIS.
So that he can investigate the situation of those 2 vehicles that the NIA then took away lawfully and illegally, and then report back to the office of the president. Necessary action.
Did the NIA respond?
Yes, because I was going there back and forth with them. So they finally wrote a letter. And in that letter, it said, as far as your Lexus vehicle is concerned, a luxury sports car, you go to the Treasury Department to be compensated.
ñu jox la ndàmpaay.
As for the 11 passenger van,
pour van boobu nga xam ne fukki nit a benn la daan.
we'll go to Kotu workshop.
demal Kotu.
And check it out there.
Garage ba nga seet ko fa.
Do you have a copy of the letter?
Yes.
Could you produce it? Mr. Chair, we would request that a copy of the letter be exhibited. And I'll provide the exhibit number by the next, after the next break period. I believe it should be 166, but I'll provide it. Mr. Deen.
Yes, Council.
Do you know? Well, did you receive any response as to the whereabouts of the Lexus vehicle?
Ndax mujjee nga am xibaar mbiri Lexus bi fan la nekkoon waxtu boobu.
And so I think looking at the response of the SIS.
And so foog naa bu ma sukkandikoo ci tontu boobu SIS tontu.
I'm reading between the lines.
Seet ni nga xam ne noonu lañ ko bindee.
It is reasonable to assume from my perspective
man ci suma wàllu gis-gis jaadu na pour ma xalaat ne
that the vehicle
moto bi
may not be around.
nekk fi.
So I have to be compensated.
bon dafa mel ni foog ñu fay ma ndàmpaay.
In that case, I'm believing that the car is not around.
ci ko loolu liñ wax ne dañ maa fay ndàmpaay ci laa gëm ne bon moto bi nekk fi.
And they have admitted liability.
te ñoom wax nañ ne ñoo ko jël nangu nañ.
waxuñ ne ñoo ko jël de ñoom d'accord nañ ne war nañ laa jox ndàmpaay.
Yes. So can I proceed?
Yes, proceed, please.
And as for the Mitsubishi L300 van,
moto van boobu Mitsubishi bi.
they asked me to go to Kotu workshop.
ñu ne naa dem Kotu workshop.
The car is there.
moto baa fa.
When I physically went there,
ba ma fa demee man suma boppa.
I saw the car in a scrap state.
ni ma gisee moto bi daal moom xotti neen la.
So it was also auctioned.
te dañ ko fa jaayoon.
Government has already auctioned it.
góor gi wanteer na ko ba pare.
And the person who won that vehicle in the auction,
ki nga xam ne moo ko gagné woon ci
that time was about to come and pick it up.
ngoon war a ñëw pour jël ko.
So in effect, the vehicle was sold by government.
Absolutely, yes.
But did you eventually come to hear the use to which the vehicles were put while you were away in the United States? Or in Senegal?
Senegal wala America mujjé nga dégga moto yi ñoom lan lañu jëf naka lañu jëfé ak moto yi.
Council, I appreciate this question.
Council kontaan naa ci laajte bi.
Whilst I was in the US,
ba ma nekkee America,
family members,
suma mbokka,
those who are very close to me,
ñoo xam ne ñu ma jege lañ,
who knew this vehicle very well,
ñoo xam ne xam nañ moto bi lool.
I've been receiving disturbing news about this vehicle. That plainclothes officers, they know they are plainclothes officers because their appearances, they know. And tell. I've been driving the vehicle all over town, and that was not right. I mean, it was painful for them. Because the vehicle was a very unique vehicle. Everybody knew this vehicle. So first, my family people saw it and they reported to me.
Did the use of the Lexus vehicle around town cause any discomfort to your people to warrant them to challenge the status quo about its use?
Ndax comme noonu ni mu doon di def ci anam boobu ndax nekkoon na mbir boo xam ne naxari woon na sa njaboot sa mbokk yi ba ñu mun a jóg pour wax ci dara.
Yes, Council. You know, like I said, the first incident of this vehicle being used in town was first reported to me by some family members.
Well, council, ñi ma njëkka yëgal ne moto bi ñu ko jëfoo ci biir dëkk bi suma mbokk moo ma ko xamal.
That was the first instant.
Loolu mooy ca njëlbeen.
Second instant.
ñaareel bi.
I have my childhood friend.
Am na suma xarit boo xam ne dama daan àndaa moom ba nekkee xaleel.
Who knew this car very well.
Moom xam na moto bi torop.
Was the day I was taking this car out of the port.
Ndekte bés waa génnee moto bi ci port.
In a container.
Ci container.
He was present.
Mu ngi taxaw.
He was the vehicle.
Mu xam na moto bi.
So he saw this car in town.
Jëf doon gis moto bi ci biir dëkk bi.
Being misused.
Nga xam ne dañ ko daan jëfoo nu mu leen neexee.
And he knew how hard I've worked for this vehicle.
Te xamoon na ni ma sonnee woon balaa ma am.
America.
Ca America.
Buy this vehicle.
Bu jënd moto bi.
Very expensive vehicle.
Moto bu seer la.
So there was a time when he confronted an NIA officer who was driving this vehicle.
Amoon na jamono joo xam ne sax wax na ak waa NIA boo xam ne mu ngi doon dawal moto bi.
Do we have a name of the NIA officer?
Ndax xam nañ turi NIA officer boobu.
I don't remember whether he told me the name.
Fàttaliku ma nag ndax waxoon na ma tur bi.
Proceed, please.
But in any case,
waaye ba léegi.
this childhood friend,
suma xarit boobu.
he confronted the officer.
Moom wax na ak officer bi.
Inside the car.
And then what happened?
He told him that this car,
mu ne ko moto bi.
the owner of this car,
ki moom moto bi.
is not around.
Nekku fi de.
And I know he owns this vehicle.
Te xam naa ne moo ko moom.
And you guys are driving this car
te yéen a ko dawal.
all over town.
Ci dëkk bi yëpp.
It's not right.
Te warut.
Don't mess it up for him.
Bu leen ko yaaxal.
Go park this thing.
Dem leen gaari moto bi.
So what happened was that
li xew mooy ne.
that particular officer
boobu.
took my friend
mu jël suma xarit bi.
straight to NIA Banjul.
yóbbu ko NIA Banjul.
And he was detained there.
ñu téye ko fa.
And he was released later.
gannaaw gi lañ ko bàyyi.
That is the second incident.
bi mooy ñaareel.
Do you know the circumstances that led to his release?
Ndax xam nga lan tax ñu mujjee koo bàyyi gannaaw bi ñu ko jàppee.
According to my friend,
suma xarit bi li mu wax.
at the time,
jamono boobu.
one Hari Sambu was in the NIA. And there's some form of relationship between him and Hari. Yes, through his mom. Yes, because my friend's mom some relationship with Hari's family. So I think it was Hari who helped him get him out of detention.
Do you think, or were you told, that Mr. Sambu intervened to secure his release?
He told me. He told me. My friend told me.
And as a result of that intervention, he was released?
Yes.
But the vehicle remained in the possession of the NIA.
Yes. There's a third incident. A neighbor of mine who knows the vehicle very well was once driving his own car. And he told me this when I came back finally from the US. Tell me, Sumawaji, I saw your vehicle when I was driving my car sometime around the Bakau area, I think. And I saw this car. The color was even changed from its original red to something like blue or something. And the condition I saw the car, it was even smoking. And I felt so bad because I know that vehicle, what it means to you, and being so misused like this. I felt bad about this. He told me this. It was the third incident.
Have you so far received any compensation from government?
As far as my vehicle issue is concerned, in my view, it is running on a two-track scheme. One track is that I brought the matter to the attention of the Office of the President, and they are working diligently to resolve the matter. And presently,
ca jamono jiñ tollu nii.
I think they have requested investigation from the IGP's office.
foog naa sàkku nañ nag ci office njiiti police yi pour ñu def ay gëstu.
For them to look deep
ci ñu seetlu bu baax a baax.
about my vehicle situation.
lu aju ci suma mbiri moto yooyu.
Write a report.
binda xibaar.
Send it back to them.
yónnee leen ko.
So them, they too,
bu ko defee ñoom tamit.
they can take the necessary action.
luñ ci mun a def nag ñu def.
Redress.
pour saafaraal.
And then to bring, final closure.
pour fexe nag jeexal mbir mi.
This vehicle chapter.
lu mbiri moto yooyu yëpp ñu jeexal.
Second track.
ñaareel fànn bi.
Has to do.
mu ngi war a.
with my appearance here.
doon suma teewaay fii.
So this commission.
pour won commission bi ne.
The violations.
yaxa.
of my rights.
boo xam ne yaxa nañ ko suma yelleef.
Because there is utter disregard of people's properties.
ndaxte lii fonkul li nga xam ne moo di alali nit ki.
And this state security agents, they overstep their authorities.
ñi nga xam ne ñooy kilifa yi ñooy amee kaaraange ci réew mi ñoom.
Why don't you leave that matter for the commission to decide? And just stick to the facts.
Waaw nga bàyyi loolu pour commission bi seet ko yow nga toppal rek lana am lana xewoon.
So you feel aggrieved that your rights were violated, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you've also brought that matter to the commission for the commission to consider that.
Yes, that's the second track.
So in essence, therefore, your vehicles were unlawfully taken away from you.
That's correct, Council.
And now that you're pursuing the 2 tracks, you have to let us know, you have to let the commission know what is the final decision of the government on this matter.
Absolutely, Council. I'll do that. I will liaise with your office and the commission.
And with regards to the other things, the government has settled with you, did they? Like your claim for reinstatement?
Yes, Council.
Wow, Council.
I have to applaud this government. Yes, they have done what they're supposed to do. I have to commend them. Because when I came, I wrote to HE the President, and immediately I see actions. I see letters moving. I send a letter to the SIS. Look into my vehicle. They wrote a letter to the PS lands for them to look into this land matter. Because how can you put a list on top of a list? The original list was not re-entered. Why is that? Something has gone wrong somewhere. So they wrote to the PS lands, look into my land matter, ask for my reinstatement, make sure things move very fast, so that PMO can look into my case, get reinstated. I was reinstated, and my benefits that was due to me was paid. But the only reason why I did not come back to the service, government service, because I understood there was a presidential order or something. In the past, state that all those people who were wrongfully dismissed, let them come back, look into their matter, if approved, you'll be reinstated. But
why?
If they are 55 years old and older, they have been reinstated, all their benefits will be duly paid, their service connected, reinstated, then you have the liberty to find some other work because of your age. So choose that option.
In essence, you're pretty much satisfied with the redress you have received from government?
Yes, for the reinstatement, yes.
So the only thing outstanding now would be the vehicles. And perhaps the land.
The land. And let me say this, for the land, because that was written by the Office of the President, the Permanent Secretary lands, for them to look at this anomaly. So they were silent. But in the past, I took it upon myself to go into them and talking and seeing how best this could be resolved. So they tried, but I think the other party was belligerent, was not cooperating. So at the end, I guess their view was, you guys go to court. So presently, as we speak, I took that person to court. So the judiciary, they will take care of it, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Deen. I have no further questions for you. Chair, I hand over the witness to you for any additional questions that you may have and for any closing remarks the witness may want to make.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Deen, for coming to testify before the Commission.
Thank you, Chairman.
Council, Mr. Deen,
two quick questions. It's your assertion that the NIA seized your properties. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wow.
Mr. Chairman.
The second one is, was the NIA the entity, branch of the government that auctioned your second vehicle?
Chairman, when I went to Kotu workshop,
Chairman,
because according to their letter, they have referred me to Kotu workshop. As far as the Mitsubishi L3 100 van is concerned. When I went there, I saw the vehicle. On the windscreen, you can see they have marked on it SIS. Was taken from the NIA office, brought to Kotu workshop, because there was a planned government auction. So it could be included, the items to be, to be auctioned. Yes, so they sent it to Kotu workshop for government to include it in the list of items to be auctioned. Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much for that clarification. If you have any questions, please indicate. Otherwise, Mr. Deen, if you have any closing remarks. Oh, sorry. Oh, Bishop, you have the floor. Sorry, I didn't see you.
Bishop, thank you, Chairman.
Chairman.
Mr. Abdou.
Yes, Commissioner.
Your family joined you in Dakar. Before they joined you in Dakar, I hope they did not have any problems.
Of those state authorities, security authorities at the time. town to go to this meeting, my wife went back to their family compound in Bundung. That there was an NIA officer somehow around there. Yes, I wasn't there to confirm it, but from them, they feel that there was an NIA surveillance in there. Okay, so when I was in Dakar, I tried for her to come join me in Dakar. And for her to get out of their compound, in view of the fact that there was a surveillance there, they have to use other means for her to get out of their compound undetected. So what they actually did was, they wait until night time, especially when the lights were off. So I think my wife was assisted by a family member to climb the fence behind their compound. And then they went through that very compound, I mean the gate of that very compound, and exited at night, and then went to my mom's house. It was in a different location. My wife to stay my mom's house. Early in the morning, she can find her way to Amdalai. Because knowing that there was surveillance in their house, she cannot leave in the morning, then she will be followed. So, but coming to my house, undetected, wake up early in the morning, head to, how to call it, to Amdalai. There was another problem too. At the time, her ID card at her name as Mrs. So-and-so Deen.
Mrs.
Deen. My last name was. So she has to go back to the authorities and apply for a new ID card. Her own father was at the border with the Mrs. Deen there on the ID to raise alarm bells. So he went through the process. That was what she used, exit the country, and come and meet me in Dakar. So it was very difficult for her. She couldn't conduct her business regularly, go to the market, watching everywhere, no been monitored, there's surveillance on you, and you have a big problem because your husband, his life has been turned upside down, and there's nothing coming in, and you are there with your mom. I mean, you cannot do anything, you cannot go anywhere, life is difficult for you. Sometimes you have to understand something. If government has a problem with you, confine it to you. Don't extend it to family members. Properties. It's not right. It has to end. It has to end. So it was difficult for you, for us, for her especially, and the family that was here. And my kid was here. She was very, I mean, it was tough not to say that. And my wife has to leave her behind. With her mom. Have to come to Dakar to join me. And to help me out. Because at that time I need some help here. Get me in the right frame of mind. Yes, so it was difficult for my family that I left behind. I appreciate that question, Commissioner Odiko.
Eventually, what happened to the child that she left behind?
Yes, that child was an American citizen. Because the time she was about to give birth to that child, I got her visa to go and have this baby in the US. Because all my kids, with my first wife, except for one, All of them are American citizens. And that was even the main reason why I spent a lot of time in Dakar, waiting for a Western country, especially the Americans, to come and finally repatriate us. Because initially, whilst I was in Dakar waiting for this repatriation, the first Western country that came to talk to us, I believe, was the Canadians. Come and look at my file. And they say they cannot touch me because my kids are American citizens. I better wait for America. So they spent another year looking for the next country that was supposed to come and help to get us out there. This time was, I think, the Australians. And they too examined my situation and came to the same conclusion. I have to wait again. And the Americans came last. So like I said, that child, to answer your question, was an American citizen. So when America came finally, she came to Dakar with my other kids that I have with my first wife, joined together, we finally went to America on November 8, 2008. We arrived in America. That night, Obama, who became the president, that was the day they were counting the result, and he was winning. So I was in Dakar for 32 months. That was from March 2006 up to November 8, 2008. Yes. So.
Thank you. Mr. Deen, if you have closing remarks, please proceed to make them now.
Mr. Deen, so I can't...
Sorry again.
Okay.
Ma'am Jalo, you have the floor. Yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am Jalo Mula Bugalaj. Witness?
Yes, Council Jalo.
I've heard you with great interest on your dealings with the Marabu industry.
Yes. Council.
What do you think, or what opinions do you have about the Marabu industry in this country?
It's a very good question, Commissioner Jallo.
Commissioner Jallo, laajte bi amna solo.
Because to give my true opinion,
wax man suma gis-gis dëgg-dëgg.
We people, we have to change our perception.
Dañ wara wécc suñu xelaat.
We all believe in something.
Ñun ñëpp amna luñ gëm.
We have different religions.
Am nañ diine yu uute.
Whether you are a Muslim,
moo xam julit nga.
whether you are a Christian,
moo xam Christian nga.
You believe in God.
Gëm nañ Yàlla.
You believe in God.
Gëm nañ Yàlla.
Human beings.
Ne ñun doom Adama.
We initiate decisions.
Dañu tëral ay xalaat.
But for those decisions to come into fruition,
waaye pour nag mu dox.
is contingent upon
dafa des ci.
Allah's endorsement.
Yàlla nangu dogal bi.
So we have to believe in God.
Bon dañ war a gëm Yàlla.
And those marabouts too.
Te sëriñ yi tamit.
To know something.
Dañ war a xam leen.
Whatever they are doing.
Ne lépp lu ñoo def.
Let them base it on God's approval.
Nañ ko wéer nag ci ndogali Yàlla.
They are not the one making things happen.
Nekkut ne ñoom ñooy dogal lu nekk.
No.
Déedéet.
It's Allah.
Yàlla la.
So I'm doing this.
Léegi maa ngi koo def.
To see whether Allah will allow it.
Pour seet ndax Yàlla dina ko nangu.
If Allah says yes,
su Yàlla ne waaw.
it's not going to happen.
Dina am.
So they have to believe that the marabouts. Overall, we as a people, we have to truly believe in God and know that whatever happens is God's making. You just initiate your decision, but for the decision to come through, Allah has to say yes. I can tell you, I'm going to Banjul now. It's my decision. Am I going to read Banjul? Based on Allah's. If Allah says yes. If not, I'm going to read Banjul. So we have to change our mindset. Really believe in God. And whatever we're doing, we know that God decides it. Including myself. All of us have to do that. Yes, Commissioner Jallo.
But did Allah make them dream see Jam riding a bicycle?
Yeah, nga mo dugal ci gënta bo xamne ya jam mu ngi dawal cycle.
This is very interesting. Yes, in the sense that, like Commissioner Jallo was saying, what he is marabo. So yeah, I cannot through his own spiritual investigation.
Wala si mom ay seetlu boppam rek
I can't remember exactly which. I can fully remember. He
kuna mu ne mom gis na ya Jammeh
spiritual whatever.
Na demee rek cycle.
And indication that
te loolu moo wane ne
his government is going away. So in that case, if we undertake a spiritual investigation, so what and to answer Commissioner Jallo's question, I think it was incumbent. Say, I saw this.
Why not?
What you saw, you only saw it. Who knows whether Allah says yes to it now or later? Yes, so whatever the Marabus are doing, let them base it on Allah's consent. Do anything. Do anything here. Because we have everything is predestined. Even my meeting with the Marabu accepted that it is God's meeting. Because I was going to in Kenya. To UNDP meeting. So if it was not, there's a good possibility I will never know. Never. But Allah has decided that. Mr. Deen, go to Kenya, attend this meeting, and see this Omar Fall. I accept that. Allah made it. Allah's approval. Mr. Aliou Diop too. He has to understand something that is going that he is going to get the Marabu involved. His request me to take him of this matter. I mean, he was innocent. Intervention. Was victimized. Was involved and get victimized. So the Marabu too, that's Aliou's part. He too understand that he has some responsibility. Is it here? Yes. Client. I'm quite sure if Ali knew that
Sering
problem, it's good. Thank you, Mr. First, and difficult, I mean, living in a very difficult which was clouded by order. So the can achieve of your happened that for a walk, in the speaker